welcome back to part 2 of Desdenova's quest to complete Bleak Falls Barrow. And hopefully part 2 will be a little easier than part 1 proved to be. And let's get things started by doing some mining here. Well, yeah. Talk about a mining fail. Maybe over here. Alright, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, like to see chests. Oh. A scroll of fireball. Gee, that would have come in real handy when I had a horde of draugr in the hallway. Oh, wait a minute. I already had a scroll of fireball. Yeah, I tend to forget all the little goodies that I pick up. And yeah, that would have made that draugr hallway a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to favorite that, so I'm more apt to see it whenever I'm scrambling around my favorites menu and am desperate for some sort of solution. Don't ask me why I just stood there and allowed him to hit me over the head with his sword. I'd attribute that to general rust, but I've been at this Desdenova playthrough for about 10-12 hours, and you would think I'd learn about that by now. Alright, let's get a better shot at this weaker one. Of course, the Restless always jumping in the way. Screw this. I'm just going to zombify this one down here. Well, I will if I ever get the aim right of these spells. Alright, you're dust. Alright, loot. Ancient Nord sword. Ancient Nord sword and bone meal. Not exactly the most exciting loot. Another scroll. Tasty. I'm liking that. Don't really like the long cast time, but that'll come in handy, provided I remember it. Alright, if memory serves, there's a restless draugr that's up here, even when you're low levels. So he might, I'm level 9 or 8, that he might be a, I hope he's not a draugr, right? I have no idea how to take care of him. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, restless draugr. I can take him on. Of course, ASIS spawned another one. Yeah, he's also restless. Alright. 1 I can take on head-to-head. 2... let's think about this. Nothing exciting here. I'm gonna have to make another zombie. So let's go to those 2 corpses that are somewhere around here. Alright, make sure we get the restless draugr. Alright, there he is. Come back here. You're eating electricity to the face. Alright, here we go. Getting a lot of kill camps here. Never gonna complain about kill camps. Alright, where's that other one? Alright, there goes my ally. I don't need him. Alright, not going to take any chances here. So just got to time this right. Are you kidding me? How did that soul trap miss? Oh man. That's not because I'm rusty. That's because the game engine is broken with that spell. I seem to be incapable of adapting to exactly where I'm supposed to hit. Apparently it's not their face or in their mid-chest. Maybe I'll try their feet next time. I have the feeling I missed the chest in there. Do I go back for it? Nah. It's not like I can carry anything anyway. Alright, we've got a draugr there. Come here. Of course, blades miss them. Ooh, that's close. Alright, shut those off. Ouch. Zombify him. A little healing going on here. Whoa, where'd they all come from? Ouch. Shit, I'm gonna need that level up right now. Health, health, health. Nah. Been running out of stamina too much. Let's get a little bit there. Still don't, yeah. I'll think about that later. Oh boy, I'm so dead. Ah, no! Wrong button! Oh, there went half my magicka. And I missed. This is a total fail. Alright, let's take this guy out. Or let's actually put a little distance between us. Restless draugr. He had to come first. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Alright, let's see if I can do that a little bit more skillfully. Alright, you're still standing on that sarcophagus. Get over here. And this blade still missed him. I think those blades have only hit me throughout this entire adventure here. I'm not screwing around here. Let's get help, minions, immediately. Alright, stamina again. And I did get that next rank up in it, Destruction. Okay, now we actually might use some real destruction spells and get somewhere. So, Lightning Bolt. Okay, do have that favored. Don't have a number for it, though. What can I get rid of? I kind of need all those. Alright, it's going to be 6 for now. I'll figure it out later. Anything in here? There's this coal, we'll take it. Where are those other ones? There he is. Some fire on the scene here. Is there a corpse around here I can get for more minions? I don't remember. I know there's one back here, though. Oh, there he is. Alright, I want to loot that guy, so let's get him away from the blades. I suppose I could just turn the blades off, but they seem to have a mind on turning themselves back on, so this just struck me as being safer. Of course, I go through all that trouble, and that corpse doesn't have anything I want. Since we died once before, let's just save that. Draugr. Bone meal and ancient Nordic weaponry. Not what I'm looking for. But apparently all I'm finding. Okay, we're at this puzzle door. Yeah, when I first played, I was looking at these little pictograms. I'm like, well, that guy's got a birds flying around him, so maybe birds is the first, you know, is the first symbol. Or just something screwy like that. But, as again, if you actually look at the claw, and, like, there you go. So what do we got here? Got a bear, a bird, and an owl. Okay, there's the bear. There's the bird. And that's going to be an owl. Alright. Let's get in there and finish this quest. Alright, if ASIS decides to spawn extra bosses, this can be rather precarious. So let's save it right here, and we'll be mining this here. Where's that pickaxe? Actually, I'm gonna have to start munching away on tomatoes and apples in order to have, let's get some venison, in order to have enough weight in order to carry this stuff. Alright, ASIS, did you spawn extra overlords? Didn't see any. So maybe it's just that one in a coffin. Alright, yeah, coast is clear. And Desdenova's like, what do we got here? Word of power. Let's actually use some real damage there. God, I need to have more magicka. I'm gonna have to invest in that rather than health at some point. If I actually want to use these good lightning spells. Just have to weaken them down a little, so I can finish him off with my swords without him killing me beforehand. Should I use that fireball? No, I don't need that. I just need to time this right. This is why I like light armor and one-handed weapons. It's a lot easier to bob in and out and get the damage you need to finish them off. Alright, so I want to get Soul Trap because I think this Overlord will give me a common soul, which at this level is the highest you're going to get. Of course, now we got to play this waiting game until I get my magicka back. I'm going to make sure I hit him. Seem to be having problems with that. Alright, that definitely got him. Kind of hoping that would be a honed ancient weapon. Not getting any breaks with the quest rewards here, but that's alright. Alright, once again, we gotta eat. Actually, we're gonna drink to our victory here. So we'll have alto wine. Let's eat these tomatoes first. I got 5 pounds of tomatoes. Alright, we're definitely have to go on a diet once we retrieve that golden claw and that dragon stone. Alright, but yeah, we'll be drinking to our victory here. Let's grab soul gems, potion. Actually, I like to take screenshots every now and then. You know, I have a little storybook, a picture book of exactly where Desdenova was, where she's going. I do this with all my characters. Get a pretty cool montage of how they develop. I think this is a natural kind of second shot. The first one probably after you get out of Helgen. Let's get one with her weapon there. Alright, enough of the posing. Let's be grabbing loot. In this chest, nothing too exciting. Nothing too heavy, but of course, I'm so encumbered. That's alright, we're just gonna have to drink more to our victory here. I think there's a chest, another chest back here somewhere. Can never quite remember where that is. Maybe behind the wall. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, it's a pretty good haul. Alright, glad I came back for this. That simply means we need to eat some cabbage. Now I want to say that sweet roll. Let's continue to drink to our victory here. 309, that's good enough. Alright, so we're drunk, but I don't think there are any enemies left. So that'll do just fine. Wouldn't be a proper Nord if we weren't inebriated after killing a boss. Says the Altmer. Well, Desdenova's got a little complex history between her Nordic upbringing and Altmer heritage. Alright, anything exciting over here? No. We got a chest down there, though. Oh, another enchantment. Draining. Well, it's nice we got that. It's not so nice we got an extra 7 pounds. I don't have 7 pounds of booze. But I did get a better sword. So I can drop my plain steel sword. 10 pounds. It's a little sentimental, but it's a sword, not an axe. I have no problem leaving it within Bleak Falls Barrow. Exiting Bleak Falls Barrow and surveying the beautiful night vista, Desdenova contemplates her situation. She has claimed the Dragonstone for Jarl Balgruuf and Farengar, but they are going to have to wait until after a nice, long, welcome rest in Riverwood. The Golden Claw, too, is hers, and having unlocked its mysterious power, she feels it is no more use, so it can be returned to Lucan Valerius. Reflecting back on the companion she has lost, Desdenova feels remorse for Sven. He was one of the few people who could truly be called a friend, and although he died with an axe in his hand and a loyalty worthy of Sovngarde, Desdenova feels it was once again her weakness which doomed Sven. Unable to save his life, she ensured that, at least in death, Sven would know peace. She carried the body from Ebenchard Mine and buried it along with his axe in the proper Nord way. She feels quite differently about Uthgerd. To Desdenova, Uthgerd was full of bluster, someone whose eagerness to fight far exceeded her skill at it. She still has difficulty comprehending how a Nord donned in steel plate could fall to a couple draugr. Desdenova has come to deem it was Uthgard's lust for battle, coupled with her inexperience, that ultimately was responsible for her death. This may not be a fair assessment, but as of right now, that is what Desdenova believes. Desdenova overcame the dangers and challenges within Bleak Falls Barrow, but in doing so, she was once again reminded of the tenuous position that she stands. The Thalmor walked brazenly along Skyrim's roads. Few people in Skyrim would vouch for her, and claiming the Dragonstone was a close-run affair that revealed she still has much to learn in the ways of magic and war axes. She needs power and influence. At least, she thinks she needs power and influence. As returning the Dragonstone would undoubtedly go a long way in securing the gratitude of the Jarl of Whiterun, and offer clues to the mysterious word of power Desdenova intuitively recognized as a source of untapped strength, she will head to Whiterun as soon as she awakes, and is sober. Some of you might be wondering, since I'm looking to make the game more challenging by adding extra spawns and issuing potions, why I just don't ramp up the difficulty to Legendary. I think the Bethesda method of raising or lowering the level of difficulty is just bad game design. All the difficulty level does is nerf the Dragonborn. It does not make the dungeons more challenging, the enemies more potent, the quests more involved, or in any way change the world in which the PC engages and interacts with. To me, there is a difference between hard and tedious. On Skyrim's legendary setting, what would normally take 5 hits to kill would now take 20. What would take 6 hits to kill you now takes but 2. The main effect of this mechanic is to drag out the combat and make it a grind fest as opposed to actually making it more interesting. At 40th level or whatnot, this might be a different story, but legendary difficulty just makes the majority of the game boring. At 8th level, you cannot tank a bear, but your housecarl somehow can. Maybe Lydia should be the one destined to face Alduin. I'd like to think I'm not one of those people who focuses on the negatives, so I'd like to point out something the game designers did very well. So far through this playthrough, I found it very easy to stick to character. Every decision Desdenova made and every quest she has so far undertaken has flowed naturally from her ambitions, her concerns, and how she perceives the world around her. I read on some forums that it's more difficult to roleplay in open world games than the character story-driven games made by BioWare or something. I don't agree with that. If the open world setting is alive as Skyrim is, then there are more opportunities, avenues, and freedom in which to develop your character than a game like Dragon Age that confines you primarily to the main quest. The little touches added to Skyrim, like the massacre at the Talos Shrine, don't just provide exposition or tell you about the world, but in Desdenova's case, it prompted her to an action that had very real consequences that she has to live with. So right now, I'm taking Desdenova pretty much straight to Whiterun, not because I want to advance the main quest, but it's because I feel such a course would be the primary motivation for someone in Desdenova's shoes, or fur boots.